Election Day is more than 5 months away. The East Baton Rouge mayor-president's race has kicked up a notch. Last week, the first round of campaign finance reports came out showing Ted James outraising Mayor-President Sharon Weston Broome by nearly $200,000. James says the donations show people want a leadership change, but Mayor Broome says it shows something else. News 2's Bess Casterly spoke to both candidates and a political analyst.
Well, Sylvia, on the surface, the numbers tell one story, but when we take a deeper look at where the donations came from, there's something that even the mayor herself calls revelatory. For every dollar that veteran politician but first-time mayoral candidate Ted James has raised in this election cycle, incumbent Mayor-President Sharon Weston Broome has picked up only 60 cents.
Usually an incumbent is someone that the status quo does not want to upset or does not want to look like they're going against. So the fact that he's outraised her in that time period, it definitely shows a huge momentum shift in his favor.
James raising nearly $508,000 to Broome's $305,000.
Our fundraising numbers show that people are not only looking for a new leadership and vision, but they want to invest in it. And they're putting their resources on the table so that we can get our message out across the entire parish.
But Broome says they show something else.
His report is very revelatory because many of the people on his report are people who have been involved in dividing and segregating this community.
Namely, Eddie Risponi, former Republican candidate for governor and big-time St. George supporter. In 2020, he and his wife gave $15,000 to Broome's opponent, Steve Carter. In this election, $1,000 to James. But that's just a small portion of what Carter's other supporters have thrown James's way. According to the finance reports, he received more than $53,000 from them.
When people donate to your campaign, they donate because they support your vision, not the other way around.
James also getting a large chunk of his donations from a number of Broome's former supporters in 2020. By our calculations, more than $40,000 in donations.
This is not a personal attack on Mayor Broome. I have a difference in belief of where Baton Rouge is and where Baton Rouge should be. And as I said when I announced my campaign, I'm not doing ugly politics. I'm not doing personal attacks.
Both candidates claiming their reports show broad support from both sides of the aisle.
I am an independent, free thinker, and that I am not going to sell out City Hall or this city or community.
Political consultant Jason Abair says if and when a Republican joins the race, the tide will likely turn.
This race is still so far undeveloped, but you have to look at this thing as the world exists today and think that Ted James is going to be a very serious candidate.
The next campaign finance report will come out in August, and the election takes place on November 5th. In the newsroom, Bess Casterly, WBRZ News 2.